RKO the Infamous NWO back with another video doing my WWE TLC 2011 pay-per-view predictions. Pay-per-view is this Sunday night live 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on pay-per-view, of course, $44.99 in standard version, $54.99 in HD. I don't know why I gave you all this information, because most of you, pretty much all of you already know that. And if you don't, how do you not? Anyways, first matchup of the night we got here is Cody Rhodes versus Booker T for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, and I expect this to be a good match. Booker T's first singles match back in the WWE since he left, I believe, in 2007. It was? Yeah, I think it was 2007. I believe it was right after when Undertaker won the belt at WrestleMania 23, and then Terry put him through the table, and we didn't see Booker T ever since then. And then he came back in the Royal Rumble, and he hasn't had a match since. And then he's been on commentary on SmackDown since February of this year. So yeah, I expect Booker T to put Rhodes over. I do not expect him to win the Intercontinental Championship. I expect it to be a one-time match. Maybe see a couple more matches, but not like on a weekly basis. Maybe on a pay-per-view basis. But I do believe this will be a good match, and Rhodes will retain his Intercontinental Championship. Next match we got Orton versus Barrett in tables match, and since I've been watching Raw lately, Barrett's been getting the better of Orton, screwing over in a bunch of matches, and I believe at the Tribute to the Troops show he got himself disqualified. And actually it was a double count out, and I think, and then what was it? Orton put, who did Orton put through the table? I can't remember. Whatever. I think that Orton should put Barrett over in this match. It's just like in 2009 when Kofi had all that momentum. Then they had that match at TLC, and then Orton won, and then Kofi kind of fell off, and then he wasn't really relevant to the main event scene ever since. And I do think that Orton should put Barrett over and make Barrett stay in the main event scene, even though if Barrett has to cheat to win, to put Orton through a table. I do think that Ziggler, Barrett should win this match. I only see Ziggler because in the next match I got on my list, we have Dolph Ziggler versus, why did I put Cody Rhodes? I meant to put Zack and Ryder. Anyways, we've been seeing a lot of interaction between Ziggler and Ryder getting the best of Ziggler in a couple of tag matches. I believe 2 single matches he got a victory over him. Beat him up at Survivor Series and on his show, True Long Island Story. You've seen Ziggler hack into Ryder's show, and I think that they should put the belt on Ryder. I believe Ziggler's holding the U.S. belt is holding it back to jump to the main event status. Ziggler's been working 2 matches every pay-per-view. Vengeance, he worked 2 matches. He worked 2 matches at what was it? 2 matches at Survivor Series. And there's rumors that he's going to be working 2 matches at TLC. They've been saying that they're going to put him in the main event match. So if that's the case, I do think Ziggler's going up to the main event. All he needs to do is drop that belt to Ryder. And next month, I do believe he'll be winning the Royal Rumble match. Yeah, that is my pick to win the Royal Rumble also. So yeah, I do believe Ryder is going to go over Ziggler and win the United States Championship. And that should be a decent match. Next match, we got the most dumbest stipulation match I've heard since the Biker Chain match. The sledgehammer ladder match, where Triple H versus Kevin Nash in a sledgehammer ladder match, where you have to climb a ladder to grab the sledgehammer for the ability to use it in the match, and then pretty much whoever's gonna get the sledgehammer is gonna probably hit the other opponent and then win the match. And that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, because in a ladder match you can do pretty much whatever you want. It's pretty much ladder match and TLC match are the exact same type of match, except in a TLC match they put more tables, more accessible tables for you to get, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's ladder match is no rules. And can't you just put a sledgehammer under the ring, grab it, use it? But no, I guess there's that one sledgehammer in the whole entire arena. You can't bring your own sledgehammer either. But whatever. And yes, I do think Triple H will win this match. I think it will be a sloppy match. Triple H versus Kevin Nash in a ladder match is probably the worst idea that I've ever heard in quite some time. And I do expect to see a Botchamania video that might be quite good after this match. But I do think Triple H will beat Kevin Nash in the sledgehammer ladder match. Next we got here is Mark Henry versus Big Show, and lo and behold, a chairs match. Who would have ever thought that? So, if you watch Money in the Bank, which most of you did because we got to see CM Punk win the WWE title, we got to see that boring well, it was okay match. It was right after the Money in the Bank match, which was kind of gave us a breather. The Mark Henry versus Big Show match, and after that match, Henry took out Big Show using the steel chair. Big Show came back after Henry won the world title. They had the match at, what was it? They had the match at Vengeance. They broke the ring. They had the match at Survivor Series, which was probably one of the worst matches I've seen in pretty much all year, except for that flying elbow off the top rope. That was the only highlight of that match. And then after that match, we saw Big Show take out Henry using the chair. So obviously they're going to put this as the chairs match, and I do not see Big Show winning the World Heavyweight Championship. I honestly do believe that Henry will retain the belt, and wow, and if he does, he's had the belt since September. So Henry has pretty much a 3-month title reign already, which is longer than most people expected. But yeah, and I do not think he'll lose that Royal Rumble either. So I don't expect I expect Henry to lose it probably around Elimination Chamber time. But still, if Henry beats Show, he's in for at least another 2 months holding that belt, which should be quite interesting. But I do believe Mark Henry will retain the World Heavyweight Championship. And then the last match of the night, the TLC match, the Triple Threat TLC match, first ever. CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio versus The Miz for the WWE Championship match. And I do expect this to be a good match. All three men showing why they're the top guys in the company. And hopefully they do not add John Cena to this match, because if they did, why wouldn't they add it on Raw? Why would they have a last minute thing? But you know WWE, and because Cena's not even a part of this pay-per-view. And if they add Ziggler to this match, I think it'll be even better, because show what Ziggler has in the main event scene right off the bat after he drops that US belt. But yeah, I do believe that CM Punk will retain his WWE Championship, and I do think that CM Punk will have a long title reign, and I think his title reign is going to go all the way to WrestleMania, and him retaining at WrestleMania, because if they want him to say he's a top guy in the company, he needs to have the main event match at Mania under Rock Cena, obviously, and he has to have the belt, and he has to retain that belt to show why he is the face of the company, the top guy. If WWE wants to make that top guy, he needs to keep that belt for a while, and he needs to retain. So no doubt he will be retaining at tables, ladders, and chairs this Sunday night. And what is John Cena doing? Because he is not announced in any match, any appearance on this card at all. Will he be facing Kane? I don't know. I don't think he'll be facing Kane. I think there needs to be somewhat of a build-up. Kane just can't come back, chokeslam him. At least if they would have announced a match, I think they would have put it on .com, and they even haven't at all. And I would announce that match going to TLC, because I think they could draw more people to buy the pay-per-view if they see the return of Kane in his first match back, face against John Cena. People will buy that pay-per-view. People want to see Kane. Kane is really hot coming off his return, and people want to see what's going on. And no other better opponent than facing John Cena, because he had nothing better to do. But I do not think I think John Cena will be a part of this pay-per-view. I also think, oh, I just forgot to add that Kane will have something to do in the Henry versus Big Show match, but I do not think that they will. I don't know. Hopefully they don't add Cena to a match, but it's John Cena. He's one of the top guys of the company. He sells. So why wouldn't they put on the pay-per-view? But Cena will be part of the pay-per-view some way, shape, or form. Kane, I think he will be part of the pay-per-view in some way, shape, or form also. But I do not think that these two guys will be in a match. So that is my pay-per-view for predictions for this Sunday's TLC. What are your predictions for the pay-per-view? Leave a comment below, a video response, whatever you want to do. And that is it. Hopefully this is a good pay-per-view. For the past 2 years we've been seeing very good pay-per-views TLC. And I expect this to be another good pay-per-view too. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. And that is all.